Yo, what's up guys, Insane Game Freak here. So we found out that Naruto was ending in less than 2 months. I think it's like 5 weeks. I don't know if that includes this week or not, but just to say, in 5 weeks. So pretty much before we end November, we'll be done with Naruto. So people wanted me to talk about this. Now, before we start, I'm going to go ahead and say this. This is not going to be the full video like Naruto moment, like the feels moment. You know, pretty much what you would do when a series ends, because we're just getting the announcement of the ending. We're not actually getting the ending. On the last chapter, I will say fuck my rule, because I know damn well people are going to spoil it to death anyway. So I'm going to say fuck the rule about just reading on Shonen Jump, visit Shonen Jump, read it the Scanlation way like everyone else, and then do a formal sayonara video and probably like a full series review at some point. But this video is just kind of talking about how I feel and my predictions for the next 5 chapters. So let's get into it. In the manga currently, if I believe right, we're starting the final fight. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think this final fight is going to be inherently satisfying. And that's only because, and this is if you're like me, who's kind of went from like, yay, Naruto to kind of like, the fight's not gonna satisfy you. There's nothing that fight's going to do that will satisfy you unless one of them dies. Now, this is Naruto, for God's sakes. The one thing they refuse to do is kill really important characters 90% of the time. There's a few occasions which they do. Naruto's a little bit more bolder than other shonens, but the point is, I don't expect Naruto to die. I don't even expect Naruto to lose. I expect at the very least, he's going to draw with Sasuke. I don't expect him to lose at all. So in terms of Naruto winning, that's highly likely. In terms of me being hyped for this fight, I'm not going to be hyped for this fight until I see a lot of Sasuke getting punched in the face. That is my aggression towards that character. I still don't like that fucking character. I love the fact that I have not liked Sasuke since part 1. And even then, I was only tolerating Sasuke. Sasuke has never been a likable character to me. At all. I understand what he represents. I understand his importance. I honestly wish he was a better antagonistic character than what he is, because the majority of what he does this entire time is just get emo, and I feel like this is nostalgic because that's what we used to call Sasuke since he became this antagonistic character. We just called him emo and a bitch, because he is, well, I honestly still think he's a bitch. I mean, even with the recent events in the manga, he's a little bit more level-headed, but he's still kind of bitch-made in my mind. Like, I can't view him as like a stable human being. I think ironically, he's now starting to get to the point to where he's becoming the character I kind of wish he was from the get-go. What character is that, you ask? The one who actually challenges ideas. Like, he's starting to get into that mindset where he's just challenging Naruto's ideas and the way he wants to go about changing and ruling well, for Sasuke, ruling the village. So I'm kind of like, so you finally get to the point in which I would tolerate you and be fine with your character, and then the manga ends in like 5 chapters, so I'm kind of like, well, now I really don't give a fuck. For me personally, there's only like 3 things I care about. How much Sasuke gets his ass whooped in this fight. That's just me personally. That is my personal vendetta towards. I just don't care for the fucking character. The second thing is that this might be dumb for a lot of you, and I don't care because it's just me. I need to know where Naruto lies on the pairing wars. And yes, I still care enough to where that's actually a part of the Force. They keep teasing it. They keep bringing it back up. If they had just left it alone, I wouldn't even care. But they'll keep bringing it back up in different instances where you'll see a moment with Sakura and then another moment with Hinata. And I mean, you know what? Fuck it. Just fucking show me. That is another thing I want to see. I need to see who he ends up with. And finally, I need to see who's actually going to become Hokage, because it's now throwing around 3 different things. We have Kakashi for Hokage, Naruto for Hokage, Sasuke for Hokage. Those are our 3 main candidates. I would prefer, and it'd be kind of funny because I actually think of Hunter x Hunter when I think of my actual what I would rather it be. I would rather Naruto be Hokage with Sasuke as like the chairman. Like Sasuke is Naruto Shizune, except actually does things. Or like what Partisan is to Netero, or was to Netero. Like that's the way I wish it would go, because I feel like if they both were there, since they're both extremes on both sides, I feel like if you slam them together and make them meet in the middle, you get a good Hokage. Now, I'm also with the mindset of him just becoming a Sannin. I'm still like that, even though at this point it's kind of irrelevant because out of the Sannin, you only have 2 left. Me personally, I would rather him either become Hokage, have Sasuke as an advisor. Even though I don't fucking like the character, I admit he's a balanced Naruto. Like he balances out Naruto's overly fucking shonenness, because Naruto's still naive as fuck. I don't think Naruto should be Hokage by himself. I know that'll be like the ultimate accomplishment, but I think a while ago, like after the pain stuff, we had really fully gotten to the point in which Naruto's whole reason for being a Hokage became irrelevant because he achieved his goal without becoming Hokage. Like, everybody recognized him by the end of the pain arc, so it's like, you really don't need to become Hokage. I would prefer either Naruto become Hokage with like Sasuke or Kakashi as an advisor, particularly Sasuke because I think that would make more sense, or Kakashi. I'm not super big on the Kakashi one, but I would rather that happen than Naruto by himself. I think Naruto by himself would be kind of asinine, because really all it boils down to is Naruto is super strong and he's ridiculously overpowered now, therefore he should become Hokage. And I'm like, that's not what we need. Or either that, or have like some of the other rookies help you out, like, Shikamaru. I think Shikamaru work is a great advisor. Like, if Naruto's going to be Hokage, he needs at least a group of advisors. I don't want him just as Hokage than having like one goddamn like helpful character. Fuck that shit. Like, I need him to be supported by somebody, because that carries on the theme, even though the theme of Naruto's kind of gotten lost along the way. The whole concept of, working hard instead of, instead of destiny, and then you find out that Naruto's like destined too. So it kind of contradicts itself. But I'm just saying, I feel like if he's going to hit that level, he needs some type of advisor. So those are my 3 issues. Just mainly, fight, pairing, Hokage status. Those are the 3 things I care about. Because at this point, I'm not emotionally connected enough to Naruto anymore to give a fuck about any of the mythos. I stopped giving a fuck about the mythos like a while ago. Like, it's funny because I still watch Sword 7 Mage's like chapter reviews, and he still goes really heavy into the mythos of Naruto. I think I stopped caring about the mythos of Naruto actually in Shippuden. Like, I don't remember when in Shippuden. I just remember in Shippuden I just stopped caring. Particularly just because I don't like the way Naruto has structured itself. I still think Shippuden is like the worst part of the series. Like, as a whole, I still think Shippuden is worse. Like, the worst part. Do I have some sentimental feelings? As I said, I'll get into that when I finally make like the last few videos regarding Naruto, like in terms of it as an ongoing series. But for right now, those are really my hopes. I personally, obviously, I shouldn't have to say this, but obviously I'm on Naruhina. I really hope that, I think I could probably, if he, like, this is why I know, I don't care, like, when the fight, I don't care if he draws, I don't care if he wins. As long as he draws or wins, I don't care. I don't care. I could put up with him being Hokage by himself if he gets Hinata. If he gets Sakura, I need the other 2 things to come back in there and smack. If he gets Hinata, I can ignore stupid shit, but like, if it's Sakura, I'm gonna be mad as fuck, even though it really shouldn't be anymore. I mean, Sakura's even admitted it. He's like, I still love you. So I'm like, well, he shouldn't get with Hinata at this point. He should be getting with Hinata at least. And I'm not gonna say that, I mean, look, and just to kind of address the pairing war thing at first, I'm not even saying that their relationship is developed enough to which I would say that even after the series ended, oh, Naruto and Hinata were the perfect couple. No, their relationship in itself is flawed. Particularly because it feels insanely one-sided. Like it's still a flawed shonen relationship. People gotta understand, when I support Naruhina, I'm not saying that Naruhina is just a well-written romance. It's not. it's not even close. It's a very off-balanced and biased as fuck romance. But then again, Naruto itself has become a very biased as fuck series. You can say what you want, but I think after part 1, it became really biased towards anyone who had a Kekkei Genkai, pretty much. If you didn't have a Kekkei Genkai, or you weren't a Uchiha, an Uzumaki, you were fuck, or a Senju descendant, and you were fucking irrelevant. Like, that's just it. But I don't want to really sit here and drag this out for too long. These are just my general quick thoughts. I'm not even really sad about the series ending. I'm more just kind of like, okay, so let's see how this ends. Let's see how much how much of the ending I can truly enjoy. Because my opinion on Naruto, I don't think it's going to change no matter what path they take for any of those 3 routes. Whoever he picks for the pairing, whoever wins this fight, and whoever becomes Hokage, I don't think my opinion is really going to change that much. Pretty much the only difference will be is that when I make the review, it'll be like, well, the ending is such and such, and the ending is such and such. And I won't even go into full detail. I'll be like, well, the ending is okay, or the ending was, enough for me, but it won't change my overall opinion of Naruto. But I'll get into that in full detail when we get to the last chapter. So, and I'll probably do a chapter review for that, because it's Naruto, and I feel like if I was going to do a chapter review of Naruto, that's the chapter I need to do. Anyways, it's been the Insane Game Freak. Oh, side note, I'm really curious to see how the manga chapter reviewing community is going to change now, because you lose one of your big 3, you're going to officially lose one of your big 3 by the end of this year. Let's see how much the shift turns and see how many more episode reviews start popping up. Or we start grabbing on a new manga like they're fucking hookers in a bar. We'll see. I always find that interesting just to see where people just start grabbing towards. Anyways, this has been the Insane Game Freak. Life's a game, play to win, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace off.